Well, that's his position on that. But he said something which he said, whoever the party chooses to be their presidential candidate, so be it. It means that he had recognized the fact that it's not a do or die affairs thing here. That it must be you, and if it wasn't you, then heavens fall. No, he has realized that fact that whoever the party chooses at the end of the primary of that election come 2027, fine and good. But one thing I expect him to do is this: has he, as a politician, the Nigerian politician, so to say, has he prepared himself? Has he consulted wide? Has he done the needful? To ensure that what it takes for him to be elected as the presidential candidate of ADC, that is another thing he should be not just going on a talking, maybe meeting one or two persons talking about this. That is his position. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
But does he have what it takes to convince especially the delegate of the political party?
I would want you to answer that question yourself.
You understand?
I
Does
would
he have
want
what it
you
takes?
to. I want you to answer the question. But before you answer
I am
that
not the
question, no,
presidential candidate.
you don't have to be the presidential candidate to answer the question because you know that. Oh, I see you, and every other person who walks in here as one who understands the um the environment, the atmosphere of Nigerian politics. You are a political analyst, and I can also call you a political scientist because you understand the structure, the system of how things are run in Nigeria, especially here in Nigeria. So if I will throw the question to you, do you think he has what it takes to really contest? Before that, the first question I would love to ask you is: does he stand a chance? Does he look like the favorite to pick the ticket of ADC come 2027 election?
That question is one of the outstanding questions that many people tried to find answers to it. Because when you look at the likes of Atiku Abubakar, though somebody like Erufai has
Declared,
has made
made
his
it clear
position known
that he's
that
not.
look, he's not vying for any position,
Mm.
but is going to support whoever. So that is on that. So you look at Chubiki Amechi, you look at Peter Obi, if it's not going to find another platform, because we don't know. As things are right now, a whole lot of them, apart from Rotimi Amechi and Atiku Abubakar, I'm talking about on the platform of ADC
ADC.
right now. No other person. So I I do not know where Peter Obi may decide tomorrow to pitch his tent and run for the presidency of this country. But that is by the way.
Okay.
But today we are talking about somebody like Rotimi Amechi who has made his position known as of today. This is what I'm going to do come 2027. So I think the problem you should have is between him and Atiku Abubakar. I know that when it comes to Nigerian politics, Atiku Abubakar has been one of the outstanding politicians that has been in almost every Nigerian election cycle since 1999 till date.
You use the word
Now,
no, you use the word.
yes,
You
yes,
use the word astounding.
good.
I'm surprised you're using the word astounding.
You see. Now, when you talked about Atiku Abubakar, is versed in the northern politics, and is also a northerner as well. And for Rotimi Amechi to withstand the pressure that will come from him as one of the notable politicians in this country, you must have that political sagacity, you understand, to be able to match foot to foot. You understand? In the person of Atiku Abubakar. Because as it stands now, it's not saying anything. Atiku Abubakar is not saying anything.
No, he's
But
actually
for that reason,
he's
for
actually
that
talking,
reason,
but he hasn't been talking loud as
good.
regards.
For that reason, it means that he's doing his, his political underground works to ensure that when the right time comes, then he will hit, you know, at the right point and start moving from there. Does Chubuku Amechi does the same thing? I am not saying that for him to go to the north trying to woo in, some of those persons he felt that look, they can, help him to achieve, whatever he want to achieve politically, fine and good. But does he have that interest, that political interest, meeting the right people at the right time? That is another thing too. Because you know one thing about the North when it comes to this election, They are, in fact, when it comes to election or politics, they are very literate, not illiterate about that. Very literate. They understand from the onset even to the end of it. Now, what he should do as a person, as an individual who wants to contest for presidential election on that political party, let him meet the right people. And at the right time. And I'm also thinking this is the right time too, because it's just a political party. They all decided to pitch their tent right now. Not that this political party has not been there yet; it has been there. But looking at the development, the progress of that political party, it's not known. It's not known when it comes to political parties in Nigeria of to win election. You understand? So they have more work to do. So I prefer, and I want to suggest, if he's listening to me, I prefer that you do more of the work than the talking. Because as he's talking right now, the other aspirants who want to aspire, as is also, indicating that interest, are also listening to him. Nigerian politics, they believe in your strategy. What strategy will you come on with that will help to really help you actualize your ambitions as a politician? Now, he should do that and leave much of the talking right now and swing into action that will help him to really actualize his ambition come 2027.
You talked about doing the work. I would like you when you say doing the underground work.
Rotimi Amechi is not a boy. It's not a small person when it comes to Nigerian politics. At least in the last election, I'm talking about 2023 general election, he contested primary election with the current president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He came second. I think he was able to, defeat somebody like the former vice president. I'm talking about Yemi Oshibanjo, who came third, and all of that. So he understands the terrain. He understands, he understands the terrain. And if he understood the terrain, let him do more of the consultation. Try to convince these people, especially the northern delegates. You understand, because that is where you will have most of them coming from.
And also we have,
you understand. Atiku Abubakar. When it comes to northern politics, you need to look at the issue of religion, because they believe that choosing one of their own is paramount to them. That is what, especially those who are in that divide, they know what I'm talking about. They believe in that so much. Now, does he have what that convince strategy?
Convention, yeah.
You understand that strategy that will help to convince, especially the northern delegates, that will make him, win the presidential candidate of African Democratic Congress come 2027. Let him do more work, because as a politician, he knows that if he does his work very well, then at the end of the day, he might have his way. But if he doesn't,
well, I'm still asking what work, but then I think we'll just move on.
But as a politician, he knows what I'm talking about.
Exactly.
He knows what I'm talking about.
He knows. He definitely knows what he is talking about. It has been alleged that the ADC was structured to profit. Not will I even use the word profit, to favor Atiku Abubakar. Alleged now that things were done in favor. Even people, the obedient movement as advised Obi not to contest under the platform of the ADC because of the influence of Atiku, knowing that possibly we've heard rumors, we have talks that hey, it's like the ADC has been formed to want to favor the person of Atiku Abubakar, even though he has come out several times to say that he will support whoever emerges as the presidential ticket for the ADC. He has also said that he's not desperate about the whole thing. But we've had talks that this particular party has been formed to be able to actually favor Atiku Abubakar's ambition. How true do you think that can be?
Well, for me, whoever that emerges as the presidential flag bearer of ADC, but let it be in a process that will not, attract negative reactions, because that has always been the case of internal democracy in almost all the political party. Now, if Atiku as a person, has been able to, woo all the delegates to his side. And on that day, they vote transparently. So be it. And if Chibiko Amechi, also as one who wants to, realize his political ambition from that same political party, do same, fine and good. But in a situation where they, they will play this intrigues on that, it will be that they have not learned their lessons as as politicians, so to say. So now, when you look at how primary elections are conducted in America compared to what we are doing here in this country, then you'll be looking at democracy in Nigeria and say, how and where are we going? Do you understand the point here?
Mm.
So for them to get the support of majority of Nigerians, but I know that they will not even make it to be what should be every member of of that political party should involve.
Mm.
But I know it should be on on delegates voting. But be it as it may, whatever strategy they adopted as a political party to produce the presidential candidate of that political party, it should be transparent enough so that both the local and international community should know that, look, they are out to solve Nigerian problems. Because if they fail to do the needful, what is the needful here is to ensure that whatever they told Nigerians play out come 2027. It's not something you come to tell somebody in the day, this is who I am, and in the night you know who you are.
Okay.
That will not tell good about you. They know themselves. So transparent and credible primary election should be the way forward. So that at the end of the day, nobody should be blamed for saying, okay, you did this or you did that. But if they want to go the way of other political parties, especially the big two, that is the PDP and the APC, they have a way of saying, okay, this is who we want. And no matter what you do, you are not going to change that fact. Are they going to toe the same position? If they're going to toe the same position, it means that there is no change between them and other political parties, especially the big two, the APC and the People's Democratic Party.
All right. We have talked about the ADC. We'll be looking at the situation going on in the PDP, of course, and then also look at the issue going up, making the rounds, and of course in the APC. APC clarifies Tinubu 27 endorsement, says doors is still open for other aspirants. That was the news we actually talked about. I think that was yesterday. We're also going to be looking at that. We're also going to be looking at the PDP situation. Now we're done with the ADC. Let's move over to the APC to see exactly what's happening in that particular camp. So it has been clarified now by the ADC that the door is still open for other people who would want to contest for the primaries, against Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who has already been endorsed by a lot of people. So APC clarifies Tinubu's 27 endorsement, says door still open, very wide open for other aspirants. We also had somebody who came in yesterday and said, trust me, that is a dead trap. Would you see that as a dead trap?
For me, a political party who endorsed
Well,
the current president, I'm coming.
okay.
Who endorsed the current president as their sole candidate come 2027 general election, and still saying the door is open for other, contestants to come in. For me, it's deceit of the highest order. You know why I'm saying it's a deceit? You can't endorse somebody and ask others to come in. Is it not trying to deceive them? You are actually deceiving them. Now, what if you made it so clear too that, look, it's no go area for any other person or any other contestant within the same political party to have its presidential candidate apart from the current president come 2027. It will be fine and nobody will blame you for doing so. But having endorsing which politically they know what it means, and you still say door is open, it means manipulation, which is not good. Which is not good. You see, I want Nigerian political party, especially the one that are notable, to know that Nigerians are not gullible to that extent.
No, well, according to him, I think
for them
you
now,
need to get the angle where he's coming from, because one can view it from a different angle. So Loiman Agrogo, APC National Organizing Secretary, spoke on Wednesday during an interactive section. I'm going to come to that with journalists, the party's national secretariat in Abuja. He said, "We will definitely not close the door for other presidential aspirants when the time comes. Our timetable will be made known. Say anybody who wants to aspire for the presidency under the APC will not be denied the opportunity to purchase the expression of the interest of the nomination norms and exercise his franchise based on democracy." Now, do you understand? So this thing is based on
By
democracy.
that statement, I want to tell the person, that organizing secretary of the APC, that already doors have been closed. But first of all, endorsing the president, I'm talking about in the person of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, as their presidential candidates. And you said doors are okay. Which door will they come to? Which door? It's like somebody closing the main entrance, and you go out there to tell the people the door is open while the main entrance is being closed, which will attract people into the political party. And you say, no, for me, from his statement, the door of presidential candidate of APC has been closed, and it has been given to Tinubu, whether they like it or not. So all this one saying, people, if they want to tell me that, look, they want to make money for the political party, fine and good. But even on that, you will still allow the door to open. Allow whoever that wants to come in. Then at the end of the day, whoever they choose, fine and good. Than to say you have endorsed. Do you know what endorsement means politically? Do you know what it means? That this person has been chosen. And at the same time, you say the door is open. How? Come on. We are not docile. We are not gullible to that extent they would take us for a ride. Please, if they want to support Bola Ahmed Tinubu come 2027 to be the presidential candidate, so be it.
All right, so be it.
So be it.
All right, it's time for us to go for that short commercial. We'll be right back, and when we come back, Mr. Property Limited, International Limited, of course, will be up next. Don't go anywhere. It's still 99.5 Wish FM, Nigeria's Business Radio. Stay with us.
What did they happen now? No bonus for all my line. No panic, as MTN don't carry better gist come. Every 6 minutes you talk, MTN go dash you 3 extra minutes. Fiam to enter MTN better gist. Dial *123*2*1# or text BG to 312. T and C's apply.